Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. Place your bets.
How about a hand for the Norfolk State University Spartan Legion Marching Band? We're so grateful to have these talented musicians with us here today. Just a few weeks after performing for millions of fans worldwide in the Rose Parade on New Year's Day. Congratulations. And our thanks to the NSU students, NSU Band Director William Bethea for joining us in today's celebration, and to NSU President Dr. Javon Adams-Gaston and their team for their support. We appreciate you. Welcome, everyone. I'm Roy Corby. I'm the General Manager of Rivers Casino Portsmouth, and we're here to make some Virginia history and to make Hampton Roads proud. Rivers Casino will open our doors in just a few moments, and from this point forward, we'll be open 24/7, 365 days a year. Rivers Casino is the first full-service permanent casino in the Commonwealth of Virginia. For this momentous occasion, I'm joined on the dais by several honored guests, without whom we surely wouldn't be here. Starting on your right, we have Tim Dracoff, CEO of Rush Street Gaming and Rivers Casino Portsmouth. Kelly G., Executive Director of the Virginia Lottery. Brian Donahue, Director of Economic Development for the City of Portsmouth. And someone who needs no introduction, my friend, the Mayor, Shannon Glover. We appreciate having you all here with us today. I'm pleased to see that Congressman Bobby Scott has made the time to join us today. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you, Congressman. I want to acknowledge a few people who have been so instrumental to our success, but are busy in Richmond today. Senator Louise Lucas, Delegate Barry Knight, and House Minority Leader Don Scott. We also want to express our appreciation to Portsmouth City Council, Vice Mayor Lisa Lucas Burke. There we are. Council members Bill Moody, Dr. Mark Whitaker, DeAndre Barnes, Mark Ugal, and Vernon Tillage. And since this project has been underway for a couple years now, we'd also like to acknowledge several former members of Portsmouth City Government who were instrumental in making Rivers Casino Portsmouth a reality. Former Mayor John Rowe, and former council members Paul Battle, Chris Woodward, Elizabeth Seamus, and Nathan Clark. We would not be here today without the leadership and partnership of the Portsmouth Economic Development. We want to thank Director of Portsmouth Economic Development, Brian Donahue, who you'll hear from shortly, and former Economic Development Director, Robert Moore. We also need to thank Interim City Manager Mimi Terry, City Attorney LaVonda Graham Williams, Deputy City Attorney Jeff Miller, former City Managers Dr. Lydia Pettis-Patton and Angel Jones, and former City Attorney Solomon Ashby. We'd also like to thank the leadership from Portsmouth's constitutional offices, Sheriff Michael Moore, Commissioner of Revenue Frankie Edmondson, City Treasurer Paige Sherry, Commonwealth Attorney Stephanie Morales, and Clerk of the Court Cynthia Morrison. And of course, we're extremely grateful for the collaboration of the Portsmouth Police Department under the direction of Interim Chief Stephen Jenkins and Assistant Chief Nishyla Nelson and all the men and women of the Portsmouth Police Department. Thank you. As you're aware, we've expanded our collaboration with the Portsmouth Police Department to include a full-service police substation here on property to make sure that we're the safest casino in the nation. If it sounds like there's a lot of people to thank, it's because there are. To everyone gathered under the porte cochere, including representatives from the media working on this busy Monday morning, and the members of the Portsmouth and Hampton Roads communities, and visitors from around the region and beyond who are patiently waiting in the parking lot for me to finish speaking, as am I. On behalf of the more than 1,000 team members, some new and some very, very new, and yes, we're still hiring if you have anybody who wants a job. We will warm welcome for all of you. You know, just 412 days ago, we stood in this very spot. We broke ground right here in the 757 on December 7th, 2021. In less than 14 months, Rush Street Gaming and Rivers Casino went from 10 shovels and 2 backhoes to more than 1,446 slot machines, 57 tables, 24 poker tables, 5 restaurants and bars, and over 25,000 square feet event center. We've kept approximately 1,400 construction workers employed and apparently quite busy to get this done, in close collaboration with our general contractors, Ballard and Yates. And we've created 1,300 new and permanent family-sustaining jobs here in the Hampton Roads region. That remarkable pace would simply not have been possible without the unwavering support of the Virginia Lottery Board. The collaboration and guidance from the VLB has been amazing. The board's steady leadership and dedicated staff, I owe you all a very personal thank you. Miss Gina Smith, Kelly G, you team, thank you all. You guys have been amazing. The VLB has set the bar high and we intend to leap over it. As some of you may know, Rivers Casino in all our markets, without exception, has been voted best place to work by our team members. And we fully expect to win that award here. I guarantee it. My personal thanks to my Portsmouth team. They're all over. They're mingled all around. So thank you to all of you. You guys have been amazing. Since I've moved here over a year ago, I've literally had hundreds of people say how excited they are about our casino coming. I'm here to tell you that all those people combined are not as excited as Portsmouth's Mayor, Shannon Glover. I know this because I have the great pleasure of running into him near daily in any coffee shop in the city, and he has my personal phone number, which he's not afraid to use. as evidenced by 11 o'clock last night phone call. He lets me know often how proud he is of us. Mayor Glover has been a champion of Rivers Casino in Portsmouth at every opportunity, and we're grateful for his enthusiasm. I'm pleased now to introduce Mayor Shannon Glover. Mayor.
Wow. So before I get started, I just have to do this, folks. I'm a proud alumni of Norfolk State University. Should I say the only mayor in Hampton Roads that is an alumni of Norfolk State University. So I'm gonna do this for the Spartan Legion and the Spartan family. Behold. Now I'm gonna move forward because I'm the only thing standing in front of you and getting inside. So we're gonna move forward and we don't wanna hold you up. But I wanna start by saying to everyone here that Portsmouth is winning. Let me say that again. Portsmouth is winning, and let me tell you why. Last Friday, I was contacted by the Hampton Roads Realtors Association, and they shared some good news with me. So I'm gonna share it with you. Portsmouth was voted the #1 city in the United States for first-time home buyers. I think that's a good thing because we're gonna have a lot of people moving here to the city of Portsmouth. And let me just start by saying, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the city of Portsmouth. As mayor of the city of Portsmouth, it is my great honor and privilege to welcome you to the grand opening of Rivers Casino Portsmouth. And should I also not make this mistake, I wanna welcome my wife, Paula. Because she's the one who has had to put up with me the last couple months. This facility represents a culmination of years of hard work by many people, dedication by individuals who came together to create something truly special and meaningful to our city. I am so impressed and proud of the outstanding work accomplished here at Rivers Casino Portsmouth. The casino will be much more than a place to gamble. This will be a place where people can come with their friends, their family, to have fun, to socialize, and to enjoy the amenities, entertainment, and Rivers Casino, everything it has to offer. We are grateful to have Rivers Casino Portsmouth become a member of the Portsmouth family. On behalf of a grateful city council and its citizens, thank you to all who were part of making this dream a reality, and we are so proud of it. It is obvious that Rivers Casino's investors, management team have gone to great lengths to create a comfortable and inviting atmosphere. I hope it's also obvious that Rivers is not just about gambling or just entertainment. This city has great ambitions for this facility to also serve as a place for the community to come together for important causes. I hope that I am not speaking out of turn by saying this, but I think it is important for me to mention. Recently, on Dr. Martin Luther King Day, Rivers Casino was right here to host an event held by the Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity. This event had over 400 people here, and it was in support of Epsilon Nu Lambda Charitable Foundation. Because they held their event here, they were able to represent and recognize our young men and provide scholarships. And so we're very grateful for them having done that here at Rivers Casino Portsmouth. Something that benefits our entire community, a cause we can all get behind and support. And there will be many more examples of this in our future here at Rivers Casino. This will be the place for our community to come together. So thank you to the Rivers leadership team. You are our friends, partners for supporting these important community initiatives. First and foremost, I need to talk about the economic development piece, and it will lead one of Portsmouth City Council's highest priorities, which is job creation. Rivers Casino on its own will create a significant number of good-paying jobs. This includes game-related positions as well. But think about all the other supporting positions in Portsmouth: restaurants, hotels, businesses in proximity to Rivers Casino and across the city. The creation of new jobs is vital to the growth and prosperity of any community. Ours is no exception. When people are employed, they have the means to support themselves and their families, and they are able to contribute to the economy by spending money on goods and services. Job creation leads to an increased economic activity as people with jobs have more money to spend, and that's a good thing. Secondly, Rivers Casino will increase the number of tourists visiting the great city of Portsmouth by a lot more. These tourists will come from within Hampton Roads and across the Commonwealth and out of the state. These are people coming to our city to be entertained and to have some fun. And I say, let's give them what they want. We have a lot more to offer here in Portsmouth. The more tourists we attract to Rivers Casino, and by extension to the city of Portsmouth, the more we increase the number of customers at our local businesses, such as hotels, restaurants, and retailers. The more spin-off economic activity created, and by multiplying effect on a local economy, is felt across our city. The preliminary anticipated annual revenue sharing and local revenue collection, thanks to Rivers Casino, will be substantial, millions, in fact, and it will only grow from there, especially if we are smart about our investments as a community and our people. And people need to feel safe. There are more things we can be doing proactively to achieve that goal if additional resources are allocated. More local revenue means additional resources can be made available to citizens. Highest priorities, such as hiring more police officers, as an example, and providing more educational funding. The City Council of Portsmouth is fully committed to doing all within our power to ensure that we harness as much economic development momentum that we can over the next several years, starting with the opening of Rivers Casino Portsmouth. We want people to know that Portsmouth supports local businesses, large and small, and Portsmouth welcomes Rivers Casino Portsmouth. On behalf of a grateful City Council and the citizens of Portsmouth, I wish to thank the investors and the management of Rivers Casino for your confidence and investment in our city. We wish you the very best of success. We welcome you to the Portsmouth family, sir, and we look forward to a long and prosperous and winning friendship. Let's all plan to have some fun here with our friends and family now. The Rivers Casino Portsmouth, y'all, is open for business. Thank you, and God bless you.
I'm going to call you out in a second. Hold on. So the mayor did me dirty there, right? So he doesn't know it, but every woman in this audience knows what he did. I have 7 pages of people to thank, and he thanked his wife, and I didn't mention Dakota. I'm staying at your house tonight. What did you do to me? You're killing me. So, Dakota, I love you. Thank you for tolerating this. But that's man. Thank you. Last week, the mayor very kindly referred to me and my Rush Street colleagues as official members of the Portsmouth family. From the bottom of our hearts, we couldn't ask for a better family, and sometimes a more dysfunctional family, the way we're going right now. Now it's my honor to introduce Brian Donahue, Director of Economic Development for the City of Portsmouth. From site development to workforce development, PED has been with us every step of the way. Brian? Thank you, Brian. Don't do what he did.
Well, thank you, Roy, and good morning, everybody. As Director of Economic Development, it is my honor to be with you here today. What an exciting and historic moment that we have gathered here together to celebrate the grand opening of Rivers Casino. The energy over the last week and the lead up to today has been tremendous. And I would say it's a sign of things to come for this great city. To think that just over a year ago, the very location where we are gathered today sat vacant, a blank canvas, which has become the Mid-Atlantic region's newest and finest gaming destination, the first of its kind in the Commonwealth of Virginia. I think that's all something that we can celebrate. Now, I would like to recognize the partnership and commitments that Rush Street Gaming has made to Portsmouth, along with their investment in Rivers Casino. Rush Street's commitment to communities was one of the reasons that it was chosen as our partner for this project. They've already begun to deliver on their pledge to support local community organizations and small business. Whether it be through charitable events and donations, volunteerism in the community, and the hiring of small, women, and minority-owned businesses, we are fortunate to have Rivers Casino as a member of our community. I'd like to stay on the theme of partnerships for a moment and express appreciation for the work of our state and local leaders that were instrumental in the legislation and advancement of casino gaming. I believe it demonstrates firsthand what is achievable when leaders with a common vision and determination create economic opportunity for a community. And Rush Street has answered that call. Rivers Casino represents one of the largest private capital investments in our city's history. This $340 million establishment will provide immediate tax revenue to the city of Portsmouth and will provide the ability to expand services and infrastructure for our citizens. It means an improved quality of life for our community. Rivers Casino also represents our city's commitment to job creation and workforce development. Many of those who work to build this facility and those who have begun their careers here call Portsmouth their home. With 1,300 permanent positions, Rivers Casino will be one of Portsmouth's largest employers, and it has set the bar for providing competitive wages in the hospitality and entertainment industry in our region. I think that's all something that we could recognize and celebrate. Rivers Casinos, in addition to the many other valued businesses and venues that make Portsmouth the unique and diverse destination that it is within the region and beyond. And it will serve as a catalyst for future development activity around the entertainment district, along with an additional $1 billion of investment activity presently underway in the city of Portsmouth. It's part of an economic renaissance that is occurring in Portsmouth, and it's one that we are committed to continuing. As our esteemed mayor likes to say, Portsmouth is winning, especially when it comes to economic development. I would like to congratulate Rivers Casino on this historic day. Thank you, Roy, Tim, your team, and welcome to Portsmouth.
At this time, I'd like to ask Kelly G to come to the podium. Kelly is the Executive Director of the Virginia Lottery. If you've driven by the property at night and seen the lights on, that's because the Virginia Lottery Board's team has been working all hours of the night to make sure we can get to this day, and we appreciate it. Kelly?
Hi, I'm Kelly G, Director of the Lottery. I will be quick because I hear some very excited customers out there. Very sincere, heartfelt congratulations to you and your team today. It's an exciting day. It took 2.5 years between when the state said that we could have casinos to get to today, which just goes to show you the amount of time, effort, and resources it takes to get to these exciting moments. Drafting regulations, licensing, hiring, training, building, inspecting. It takes time to get things right, but we are here and we are ready. She's been thanked and her team has been thanked today, but personally from me to the entire gaming compliance team led by Ms. Gina Smith, you are the most dedicated employees to the Commonwealth. I see you in the back, I see you over here. They have been on site 24/7 for weeks, nights, holidays, working to make sure we were ready to go. Thank you. Thank you and welcome to our newest lottery team members, many of whom who we have hired from Portsmouth, and they call this area home. That will be our on-site 24/7 compliance team to ensure that this casino will be held to the highest standards of integrity and honesty. So thank you and congratulations.
Thank you very much, Kelly. I understand the lottery is something to deliver to us today, and we've been anticipating this for some time. So we're very grateful to get it. I wouldn't have wanted to receive our casino operator's license from anyone else. Ms. Gina Smith, please join me on stage.
Thank you, Roy. I'm very excited to be here today. Like you, I was standing here 14 months ago when we watched the first shovel go into the ground. So thank you, thank your team. Really appreciate all the hard effort that they put in over the last couple weeks. And I really, really want to thank my gaming compliance family. They are like family to me. They've been by my side every step of the way. Thank you for sacrificing your nights, your weekends, your holidays, especially around the holiday season where everyone wants to be home with their families. They were here. We were making this happen, and I truly, truly appreciate each and every one of them. And I'm so proud to be with you guys to make this happen. So with that being said, the thing that everyone is waiting for and the thing that will allow these doors to open in a few brief moments is the license.
That's mine now. No, that's mine. All right, here you go. I just got it. I just got it. What are you doing? You work for me. I know where you'll be. Now it's my pleasure to introduce one of our longest tenured Rush Street leaders, the CEO of Rivers Casino Portsmouth and Rush Street Gaming, Tim Dracoff. For the past 20 years as CFO and now CEO, Tim's steady hand has guided the ground-up development of all 5 Rivers casinos.
Thank you, Roy. I think I'm last, so we're near the end here. We'll try to keep this brief. And I apologize. I came down from Chicago last night. I think I brought this cold weather. But anyway, thank you, Roy. Thank you, Mayor Glover, Brian, and Kelly. The lottery board has done an amazing and tireless job getting us to this point. We appreciate all of you for being here today. All of us at Rivers Casino are truly grateful for the welcome we've received in Portsmouth and throughout Hampton Roads. On behalf of our chairman and co-founder, Neil Bloom, the Bloom family, and the entire Rush Street organization, we are thrilled to officially launch the first permanent casino in all of Virginia, right here in Portsmouth. Back in 2019, which seems like a long time ago, when we were chosen by the Portsmouth Economic Development and City Council as your development partner, we promised to build a casino that would make Portsmouth proud. In November 2020, local voters overwhelmingly passed the casino referendum, and ever since, we've been collaborating closely with community leaders to fulfill that promise. Today, this $340 million local investment, that's right, $340 million right here on this site in this city, becomes the 5th Rivers Casino property currently operating in the U.S. We have Rivers properties in Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, suburban Chicago, and the capital region of New York. Each of our casinos is a leader in its market, and we expect to continue that tradition here in Hampton Roads. I want to take a moment and thank Clyde Jubelwald, DMAC Architecture, and of course, Steve Ballard and the Ballard Yates team and all of their subs for the amazing work they've done delivering this product. What was once an optimistic experiment is now a proven performance formula. Regional casino gaming, when developed thoughtfully and collaboratively with the host community and responsibly regulated by the state in partnership with experienced real estate developers, can and will be transformative for this city, its neighbors, and its residents. We say this with such confidence because it's been true in every market that we've opened. As promised, we will be a strong economic engine, creating new tax revenues for the Commonwealth and the city. We'll buy local. Rivers Casino spends upwards of $20 million annually purchasing goods and services in each of our markets, with an emphasis on women and minority-owned businesses. Tourism to Portsmouth will see a measurable increase. By example, our property in upstate New York is the #1 tourist destination in the capital region, and in Philadelphia, our property's annual visitors are second only to the Liberty Bell. Liberty Bell is tough to beat. We'll also be a proud community partner. We'll contribute over 2,000 volunteer hours annually to local nonprofits, donate goods and services, in-kind and monetary contributions. We'll collaborate with other well-established institutions and organizations like the Tidewater Community College and the Hampton Roads Workforce Council, just to name a few. We are grateful to the TCC and Dr. Marcia Constant, and I parked in your parking lot today, and to the Workforce Council under the leadership of Sean Avery for their early partnership. And will always be a great place to work, bringing not just jobs to Hampton Roads, but family-sustaining careers in gaming, one of the fastest growing industries in our country. Our new team members have already discovered that they've actually joined one big Rivers Casino family. We first worked for each other while we worked together to serve this great community. And speaking of working, I want to thank our outstanding Rivers Portsmouth team members. Along with our very first Portsmouth hire, General Manager Roy Corby. Let's have a round of applause for Roy and the team. Roy jumped on board a moving train, grabbed the controls, and convinced more than 1,000 talented, freshly hired individuals, most of them entirely new to gaming, to join him for the ride. Roy, you've been doing an excellent job, and we thank you. I also want to thank our team members from other Rivers properties who've come here to Portsmouth to provide additional assistance and training during these critical weeks of operations. I know that many people have personally sacrificed time at home with their families, and I want to acknowledge that and say we appreciate you, we thank you, and we couldn't have gotten to this day without you. All right, now, without further ado, I'm going to turn it back over to Roy for one last exciting moment.
Thank you, Tim. Many of you are aware that last Thursday and Saturday we held our charity events to test our gaming floor. Proceeds from those events benefit 3 local nonprofits and that do amazing and very important work in our community. USO Hampton Roads in Central Virginia, Children's Hospital of the King's Daughters, and Wesley Community Service Center. I'm very pleased to announce the grand total of this contribution from both charity nights, which will be equally divided among the 3 organizations, is, can I get a drum roll, please? There we are. There we are. $510,000. Tim and I would like to ask the representatives from each charity to join us on stage for a check presentation. Thank you for partnering with Rivers Casino Portsmouth as we readied the gaming floor for today's opening. With that, I'd like to ask the audience to remain seated for a moment while our speakers on stage make their way to the ribbon. I'd also like to ask any current members of City Council to join us at the ribbon. Representatives of the media, please join us at the main entrance. We will wait for you, I promise. Once we get everyone in position, we'll then ask our guests to kindly move over to the ribbon and join us for the historic moment. Again, thank you all for joining us today.
Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. Place your bets.
We're at Rivers Casino Portsmouth. Today was the grand opening of the greatest casino in the state of Virginia. This was a community effort from the beginning when the citizens overwhelmingly voted to bring casino gaming to the city of Portsmouth. This has been an all-in effort for everyone to ensure that we have the best, the first, the finest casino gaming facility here in Portsmouth. So this is a true win-win from all aspects, from the people part to the revenue part to just being a good partner and bringing a new industry here to the city of Portsmouth.